Today we're going to talk about turning decimals into percents. So we're going to do decimals to percents. Okay, and to do decimals to percents, it's actually really simple. So if I have a number and I want to make it a percent, all I have to do is take this decimal and move it 2 places. So let's switch to red here. And I'm going to move it over 2 places. And then I add a percent sign. So it ends up being 72%. It's really simple. To help you remember this, decimal 2%. So decimal 2 places to the right. So hopefully that'll help you with this. The one thing you have to be really careful with is you have to pay attention if there's only one number after the decimal. So where they want to trick you on this is if I have 0.4, you move the decimal over 1 spot, but we have to move it 2. What number do we know comes after that 4 though? If we were to let this go on, it'd be 0. Because 0 is not going to change. 0.4, putting zeros won't change that number. So this would be 40%. Okay, so you got to be really careful. If there's one number, you need to put that extra 0 in there. So let's look at one more just to make sure that we understand. So if I have 0.7, I would go ahead and put that 0 so that I have 2 numbers, because I have to move it 2 places. So now it makes it a little easier. So make sure that you have those 2 numbers after the decimal. And in the examples I've done so far, I've just put a 0 in front of the decimal. But you could have a number that's bigger than 0, point something. What if we had a 3.41? Well, we're still going to do the same thing. Move the decimal over 2 places. So I have 341% now. So I just moved the decimal over 2 places. I wrote the numbers in that order, 341, so 341%. Okay, so I hope that helps you with converting decimals to percents. And remember, if you have a fraction, you can make the fraction a decimal the way that we learned, and then make that decimal a percent to turn a fraction into a percent. So this can actually help you with both.